Hey guys, it is John C. Morley here, Sir Entrepreneur. Welcome to IFYL, Inspirations for Your Life. It's so good to be with you. Today is Saturday, February 18, 2023. Do you know what? Well, we have a brand new master topic. I'll get to that in just a second. But I want to thank you very much for tuning in. You know, we start a Saturday with a new master topic. We roll all the way through the weekend, and through the weekend, we end up on a Friday with the end of that master topic on day 7. So thank you so much for tuning in. I think you're going to really love this week. And I want to thank you for coming back, for supporting me, all those great people, friends, colleagues, and associates. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And I especially want to thank you for watching me on the replays, 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 6 p.m., 6 a.m., 4 a.m., 3 p.m., 12 noon, or any other time that works for you. Because I know that when you make that time to watch this great content, it really can help improve and change the quality of your life. And I know that's what you want. So let's get into our master topic, shall we, everyone? I cannot wait to share this master topic with you. This is one that is, I'm going to tell you, pretty amazing. You guys ready for it? All right, here it is. And when you think about this topic, I know a lot of you are probably saying to me, hey, John, you know, why this topic? And the reason I want to share this particular topic with you is I think a lot of times we as people, okay, we get stuck. And by getting stuck, it causes us to, I don't know, get frustrated. So here we are, everyone. We are in How to Understand Energy Series 2, which means we're in year 2, show 8, episode number 1. All right, so let's just dig right the heck into this. All right, shall we? All right. So first thing is, scientists have thought for a long time that everything in the universe is made of energy. Quantum physicists discovered that physical atoms are made of these vortices of energy that are constantly morphing, changing, spinning, and vibrating, each, of course, in its own radiation, in its own energy signature. So this might sound crazy to you, but as a famous Australian theoretical physicist, Erwin Schrödinger, put it, and I quote, "What we observe as material bodies and forces are nothing but shapes and variations in the structure of space. Particles are just appearances." Close quote. That essentially everything is energy. All right, so we know that energy is a vital part of our lives, okay? So how do we actually find ways to connect with other people's energy? One is you can cleanse the space, you can do a blessing, you can burn incense, smudging sticks, candles, you could say a prayer. You can imagine a bubble of white light completely surrounding you, and ask the angels and the universe and spirits to protect you and block out any negative energy. Meditate, meditate, meditate. Of course, that is a great one. Connect with their energy. So you could do this by using visualization or write the person's name on a piece of paper and hold it during your thoughts about them, maybe when you're sending them energy. Send healing energy to them. But I think a lot of people in our world are like, oh, John, this is all mumbo jumbo stuff. It's not mumbo jumbo. You see, if you understood the fact that your mind has more power to create than you even give it, let's say, credit for, you would manifest and you would create your dreams like that. So energy, right? We know that we can create energy by rubbing our hands together, right? Working up a sweat. We could transfer energy. We could transfer energy through a hug, through a smile. Energy is something that everyone in our world has the capability of expressing and receiving. So 3 examples of energy transferring would be maybe swinging a rope around and around, right? And the kinetic energy is transferred into gravitational potential energy, okay? A boat being let's say, launched by force of the engine, bringing water to, let's say, a boil in an electric kettle. Now, these are examples of energy transferring, but people don't realize that we have energy. Yes, our bodies emit energy, ladies and gentlemen. They emit energy. And so when I say that they emit energy, this is to help you understand that humans have energy. And all objects, including human beings, emit an electromagnetic radiation. This is a certain type of wavelength of radiation that emits depending on the temperature of the objects. And this radiation is perspective to what we call the thermal radiation. And most of the radiation emitted by the human body is in the infrared region, mainly at the wavelength of 12 microns. So if you're still saying, hey, John, what energy does the body emit? So your body uses chemical potential energy stored internally to do work. And that process also generates thermal energy, which you release as exhaust heat. Okay. So people say to me, John, I don't quite get this. All right. So this is not something that you're going to get overnight. All right. That's something I want you to understand. The energy in our body, all right, is in a form. All right. We see ourselves as this physical world, but in reality, we're not in a physical world. We're more of a spiritual or an atoms and particles world. Now, you might be saying, hey, John, I have no clue what you're talking about. All right. Have you ever, let's say, been somewhere and maybe you're thinking about a friend and suddenly that friend calls you? Is that a coincidence? No, it's not a coincidence. It's actually because you put energy and thought towards something. So thought has potential to become something. The reason people's energy doesn't manifest all the time is because they stop believing in what they can potentially do. Energy. So we have energy we talked about with motion. We have energy in our speech. We have energy in walking, talking, right? It even takes energy of ours to listen to people. Energy. Now, when we think of energy, a lot of times things come to mind like fuel sources like electricity, coal, right? Fire, kerosene. This is what we think about. What kind of jet fuel do I need to put in my plane? Or what kind of fuel do I put in my car, right? Or what kind of storage, like batteries, do we use to propel my golf cart, right? These are types of energy. When you go swimming and you are in the water and you know, move your hands back and forth in a crawl or another type of stroke, you are eliciting energy. So there is fossil fuel energy. There's also solar energy. There's also nuclear energy. And you might be saying, hey, John, how does all this work? Well, energy actually is transferred from one to another. And when we have this understanding of what energy really is, we not only appreciate energy, but we start to understand why we have energy, right? I mean, understanding, I'm going to say, people and their energy might seem cryptic. You might have heard someone saying, I'm not vibing with that person. I've shaken that person's hand, but I didn't get a good feeling. Your guesses, your hunches are usually correct. When you hear a voice from someone, that voice has an energy in it. And you might say to me, hey, John, can a person feel another person's energy? And according to Suskind, and I quote, empaths, quote, they can absorb positive and negative energy just by being in someone's presence. In crowded or busy places, the sensitivity may seem magnified to the point of being almost unbearable, close quote. So energy is something that empaths, okay, can pick up very strongly. And many of us are empaths and some of us are not. But either way, when you understand energy and you know that it's not just something that's made up, it can recharge you, it can deplete you. You might see someone in a different light or a different perspective, all because of energy. Have you ever gone somewhere and you smiled at someone? Maybe they weren't smiling at you first, but you smiled and then they smile back. And it's like you had this unstated communication in words, but you both knew what was going on. And that might have led later to more communication or another smile, a handshake, a pat on the back, or some positive comment. Energy is something that scientists and quantum physicists have been studying for years. Again, quantum physicists and scientists have been studying this for years. And you might say, hey, John, like, I don't get this. Like, how can we have energy? Well, we're going to do some experiments later on in the week, but I want to share with you the fact that our human body has so much energy, and this energy can positively or negatively affect someone else in your world. If you're ever around someone, maybe it's at work or at school, and they might not have a good vibe towards you, you're going to sense that and probably not want to talk with them or move away. And you might say, John, how is that even happening? So our brains are able to pick up energy as well as transmit energy. And they were saying to me, John, how the heck does that happen? It happens by the transference of emotions, either sending them or receiving them. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is just our first episode. We have so much more to cover with this whole week. I am John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur. It's been a privilege, been a pleasure, been an honor to be with you this amazing Saturday, February 18, 2023. I hope you'll like, love, support the channel. Definitely comment below. And yes, tag your friends, colleagues, and associates. Share this out with everyone you know on social media. And be sure, ladies and gentlemen, to go to my YouTube channel, John Space, C Space, MRLY Space, serial entrepreneur. Look for that key phrase, how to keep our content free. Make the choice, ladies and gentlemen, to buy my team and I a cup of coffee. We'll be so grateful for those pennies and dollars you invest into us, whether it's coffee, whether it's a bowl of fruit or dessert. We'll invest into new hardware, new technology, new equipment, new software, even new facilities to give you the most jaw-dropping, impactful content to allow you to become a better version of yourself. I'm going to see you guys tomorrow. And remember, energy is the key to becoming successful. Stay tuned, everyone. I can't wait to share even more information that I know is just going to blow your mind. Are you ready? See you soon.